Hi everybody, this is Living Divinity. Thank you for joining me for a general reading. So first I want to start off with the message from the mermaids by Karen K. Okay, so the card I pulled was decisions. So let me read that for you. It's time to make an important decision. Consider your choices carefully, then act. You might be pleasantly surprised by the outcome. Pondering her options, the mermaid knows she can swim in any direction and the choice is ultimately hers. She knows her decision could affect others, so she spends some time thinking carefully about everything before she fully commits to a positive course of action. It's easy to procrastinate when it comes to making important decisions in life. We never really know how destiny will manifest as a result of our choices. If you're finding it difficult to come to an important decision, it would be wise to consult the oracle using one of the more in-depth spreads and/or a trusted friend who has your best interest at heart. Speaking with the counselor might shed some light on the matter for you too. This card could also be telling you that someone you know is having to make a difficult decision and they may require your wisdom and advice. If this is the case, ask the person to list all the pros and cons of their options, then work through the decision-making process together in a methodical way. Try to keep any strong emotions at bay during this time, and it will help you to see things more clearly. When this card appears in a reading with the contemplation and hope cards, the meaning of both cards are amplified. Any decision you make can have a very happy outcome, so stay positive and look on the bright side. Trust in your destiny, all is well. And then for the Archangel tarot cards, I pulled 3 of them. And the first one is the Moon. It's time to review your plans. Something just isn't quite right, and your angels and guides are lovingly bringing this to your attention. The great news is that your psychic and intuitive abilities are heightened right now. Listen to your intuition and your sleeping dreams for guidance as to how to make revisions. Archangel Haniel can help you develop your psychic gifts and show you what aspects of the situation you're missing. It's human to have moments when you feel worried or uncertain. This card is meant to reassure you that by facing your fears, you can overcome them and evolve to a higher level. Ask Archangel Haniel to shed light on all facets of your life. Additional meanings of this card: messages from deceased loved ones, hidden information or motivations, facing your fears. Archangel Haniel is a wonderful angel to call upon when you have questions about the subconscious and your sleeping dreams. She is associated with the moon and the development of people's intuition and psychic abilities. Call upon Haniel for help in understanding situations that seem mysterious or difficult to see clearly. Okay, then we got the 10 of Gabriels. It's important to live a balanced life. Your determination and sheer will to accomplish the task before you is very admirable, but it's taking a large toll on you. Ask for help from others. Delegate responsibility to those who can do a good job. Reduce stress for the sake of protecting your health. Release feelings of guilt and remove unnecessary obligations from your schedule. Your current challenges may feel burdensome, burdensome, but there is a great deal to learn from this situation. This is a time of growth that will make you stronger. Ask your angels and guides to place helpful people at your side. Additional meanings to this card would be trying too hard to please others, light at the end of the tunnel, overdeveloped sense of responsibility, working too many hours. And the last one is the 9 of Raphael. Make a wish. Now your hopes and dreams become a reality. Financial and material gratification flows to you as a reward for all of your hard work. Worries fade, fears dissolve. Life is magical. Beauty and happiness are yours. Life feels joyful, and there is finally an opportunity to kick back and have some fun. Additional meanings: dreams coming true, simple pleasures of life, contentment, sensuality, loyalty. Okay, so the next one is the native spirit. So I pulled 2 cards on this one. First one's ancestors. The card meaning: wisdom is blossoming. Even if there are unsettling situations in your life, there's a reason for it, and much good will occur as a result. Your ancestors are sending you incredible support to fulfill your dreams. Be aware of the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. Watch for messages from your forebears. No matter what's occurring on the surface of your life, your prayers are being answered in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. The journey. Imagine that you're traveling back in time to communicate and connect with a gathering of your ancestors. On this meditation journey, there might be 1 or 2 particular forebears who seem to reach out to you. At different times in your life, different predecessors will be sending you support. Give thanks for their support. The more gratitude you have for their help, the more they send you blessings and guidance. Okay, and the second card, the last card for this book, is Tribal Spirit Dancer. Card meaning: let's go. Say yes to life. Be daring. Dance to your heart's desire. Unfurl your wings and fly. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Tune in to the rhythm of life. Laugh. Explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes. Run outside in the sprinklers. The journey. Turn on music and move. Tribal dance isn't about looking good. It's about feeling the beat inside your heart and expressing this with your body and your emotions. If you want to break free, then start first by expressing yourself wild and free, and the circumstances of your life will transform. Okay, and the last one, I got 2 out of the Akashic Records. And the first one is the 2 of Roses. A white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you and another or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home and an inheritance or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see the little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. And the last card, Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt. Let's see. A lightning bolt illuminates a stormy night sky, striking a tree down to its core. Puddles of rain pull upon the ground. This card shows that it is time for splitting apart, a time of loss, disappointment, or even a metaphorical death. You may be feeling wounded, grieved, or gravely disappointed. The loss could be a career opportunity, romantic relationship, partnership, creative project, or friendship. At first glance, the event may seem sudden or unexpected, but in the light that flashes, we see the deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. You've probably been aware of the threat and difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There is benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning and a storm to cleanse the field. Imagine a lightning bolt striking nearby, leaving some destruction in its wake. Now close your eyes and with a deep breath, feel the energy of lightning stir within you. It's almost as if the finger of God is yours to employ. How do you want to direct the energy in your life? Okay, so now the tattoo tarot. So the first card I pulled was the Six of Coins, then the Empress, then the Knight of Wands. And then the bottom was the Three of Coins. So just by looking at it, now the Empress could be male or female, it's just the energy, as well as the Knight of Wands could be male or female energy. It's the energy of a male, but it actually could be a female or a male. So what I see just from this is the Empress made...
Let's play a game called Can You Spot the Difference? Here's Monday, of course, Tuesday.
I'm sorry about that. What I see is the Six of Coins. These two made an agreement. And just from the other readings, especially that Eight of Forces, there was some faultiness or something going on between the Empress and the Knight of Wands. But they had agreed to come together. With the Eight of Forces out of the Akashic Tarot, I would say that the agreement was made. The Empress is the Empress, so they're going to try to keep their word. The Knight of Wands is someone who, well, let me read it to you real quick. But I believe that the Knight of Wands must have done some things to hurt the Empress. And so maybe this agreement is going to be null and void. I only say that because of the Eight of Forces. And then maybe the Three of Coins is a new agreement either with those two or with someone else. So the Empress could have someone else, or the Knight of Wands could have someone else, and a new agreement will begin. Okay, so the Six of Coins. Good financial trend on the up and up. Caring acts, generosity, charity, benefactor. Paying attention, being vigilant, desire. So the negative is illusion, envy, jealousy, paying debts or bail. The Empress, the Queen, feminine power, matriarch, mother, fertility, pleasure, luxury, beauty, success, initiative, evolution, movement, marriage, wealth. The negative aspect could be overattachment, domestic upheaval, delay, lack of creativity, waste. And then the Knight of Wands. On the move, travel, flight, departure, disruptions, altered plans, home modifications, new address, moving abroad, absence, away from home, stranger, arrival, upsetting the status quo. And then the Three of Coins. Mastery, skill, and accomplishment, good reputation in work, business, expertise built on experience, craftsmanship, high status, honors earned. Negative would be average or low quality, lack of funding. Normally the Three of Coins to me is, like the Trinity, the two people and God working together. So it could go really two ways. It could go, they're moving on with the Eight of Forces, or the Eight of Forces is forcing someone to move on or to make a decision. So my handwritten cards says blind faith, when love of life, love of people, love of self, love first. And I wrote that because with blind faith, we usually don't see God. He doesn't physically knock at our door. But spiritually, we don't see him. We make prayers to him. We know that he will come through in his divine timing. So we have to have blind faith. Okay, so the back side of that card is spiritual warfare. God, cover me with your armor of love. So if you just say those words, God, cover me with your armor of love, he's going to hear you. Okay, so the next card is deep in emotions. So when you get deep in emotions, sometimes when things arise, you don't know how to respond, so you might go off the hook. So we have to learn to use the deep emotions, I guess, in the right manner. Say on a birthday party and you haven't seen your cousin for 10 years and you go to the party and you're all excited about seeing them. That's a time to express your emotions. When things are bothering you, it's not really the time to express your emotions, because you might say words that you regret saying. You might act in ways that you regret acting, so forth and so on. So the back of that card says, when you have this inkling, feeling that something is happening miles away. So I wrote that because I've been distant miles-wise from my family members, and I have felt them. My oldest sister had emergency surgery on a Saturday, and between Hawaii and California is 2 or 3 hours, because it depends, because Hawaii doesn't change their time, okay? So sometimes it's only 2 hours away, and then when it falls back, then it's 3 hours away. But you know, you can even feel that with a friend or with someone that you've spent time with, that's, you know, you feel really connected with. So you can have these feelings from miles away that something's going on. Okay, so the next card says, do not dissolve the good your parents or grandparents or your ancestors instilled in you. They planted it for the reason of your best outcome. So my grandparents were a big part of my life, and I honor them. I would die for their honor. And I remember so many stories that they told me. And they were really, really good people. So my path is to mimic them the best that I can. And not in a fake way, just a way that to honor them, to honor my life, will be honoring them. Okay, so the back side, being ashamed of a mistake. We've all been there. Learn to fess up. Affirm to yourself, no more. Forgive yourself and move forward. So that's the thing about change is, and I believe that you can't go to the store and steal $10 worth of food and walk out and then tell God, oh dear God, I'm sorry I did that. And then you're feeling like he's forgiven you, or you're able to forgive yourself, and then go next week and do the same thing. When you ask for forgiveness, you're promising yourself you'll do your best to never do that again. And you have angels all around you. So, in my lifetime, I probably could have died at least 2 or 3 times. And it's only by God's grace that I'm still here today. But if you're going out, if you walk out the door and say, thank you, God, for another day, please surround me with angels of protection so that I may make it home safely. And you can pray that like for your family, for your children, for your parents. On the other side, heartbreak is hard to mend without love. God is love, love is God. You can go your whole lifetime and have things that have hurt you, and you could pretend like you haven't healed from it, especially if you don't have God in your life. Eventually you will find God. If it has to wait till the day you die, well, it might be too late. I don't know. I'm not God. I'm just saying, like an atheist can go 40 years without believing in God, and all of a sudden, God's knocking on his door, waiting for him to answer. And he has the free will to answer and not answer. But the heartbreak, whatever heartbreak you have, you always have it. So it'll just basically deteriorate your life. Equal exchange of energy. So, I've started my life over now. And I've been blessed because I'm a veteran to have certain assistance that takes other people probably years to get. And then a lot of nonprofit veteran organizations, they have people who know people who know people. So a lot of my household goods are gifts from other people. And if I have something to give in return, I will give it. But I always give a thank you. Okay, so you can't receive, well, you can receive and not give. You can receive and not even say thank you. You can receive and never give back to that person. If it's something that, because if someone's giving you something, you're not supposed to expect anything back. If I'm giving to you, I'm not supposed to expect anything back. Okay, but if I give to you, then in the future, I will give to someone else. Or if I give to you, hopefully in the future, you'll give to someone else. If I'm giving to you for a need or a want, hopefully you'll give that forward. The gift of giving. But it really should be an even exchange. Really should be, like I picked up a dresser. It was a free dresser. And I was painting pictures at the time. So it was on Craigslist. My nephew borrowed my brother-in-law's car and picked me up. We went to the place and I picked up the dresser and it was free. But I gave the husband there a picture to give to his wife. So if you can do an equal exchange, then it's always good to do that. Karmic lessons. Karmic lessons are meant to learn and move on. So if you're in a bad situation and you finally get out, not only is it how you get out, but getting out. You have to get out, but you also have to forgive that person. And you also have to realize what role you played in it. For me, I allowed so much to happen. Okay? I allowed to be someone's doormat because I loved him. But I lost myself. I lost myself for a few years because I kept giving to him. So what I take away from that is I left him with love. I told him I don't hate him. He has to go. Our relationship's over. I wish him the best. And that I do care for him, but I have a different journey than he has, and it's time for us to end it. Okay, so the next card I got is God grant me the strength so that I may be the best character to simulate you, Lord. And it's not acting, it's taking the steps, learning about God, learning about love, learning about even exchange of energy, learning about keeping your body sacred. All those things that Jesus did in his lifetime here, And I'll tell you, I see Jesus as my brother. He was here. He sacrificed his life for all of our sins. When he spoke, the God within him spoke to the people. That is my belief. Jesus is my brother. I love him like I love my regular brothers. I love him like I show love on this channel. I love him, hopefully, like God would want me to love him. Okay, so the backside is my level of my determination is exactly what it is. You have to have your own. In other words, people come at me and, they'll have a conversation with me, they'll check out, how bright they think I am, and, the saying about pretty girls don't have brains or whatever that saying is, or or pretty girls are easy, you know. For one thing, I always saw myself as, you know, like a 7 or 8. I never saw myself as a 10. And whatever people perceive me as is how they perceive me. I'm just a regular person, and I'm actually very shy. So that's probably why I haven't been on a date since I divorced my husband in December 2019, because I am very shy, and I'm very particular, and I just want people to stop judging others when they don't even know. Stop assuming that a person's a certain way because of how they look. Because it's none of your business. It's none of my business what you say about me. But when it comes to tearing down my character, when it comes to trying to rip me apart, when it comes to making people hate me because you hate me, because of your whatever situation that you're having with me, has nothing to do with me, you know, just find your own way. And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the collective that are whatever, spying or stalking, whatever it's called. You know, go find your own life, because my life is my life, and I'll do my life the way I see fit. And I will hold my standards high. I will hold my body sacred, and I will wait for God to bring me the right one. And how I live my life is how I live my life. Should I have a chastity belt on? Yeah, I probably could have one. I don't need one because naturally I am sacred. My body's sacred. So those ladies out there who just do whatever, with whoever, whenever, that's your gig. That's not my gig. And I don't ever want to be gapped with you guys. I stand in my power. I know who I am. I know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm not perfect, but I always try to do right. So, sorry I got a little tangent there. Is that what it's called? But I hope you liked the reading. I hope you got some good information out of it. And God bless you. Take what is there for you. Leave the rest behind. And I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.